Hey, Dr. Matt here. So, can you just give your child a multivitamin and call it good? Don't worry about anything else. Give them those Arby's sandwiches, McDonald's, Burgerville, and just give them multivitamin. That'll take care of everything. I wish it was that easy. I mean, that would be amazing if it was that easy. Here, buddy, take two of these and then enjoy your cereal, your pretzels, your white bread, and your Jiffy peanut butter. Of course, if I'm talking about stuff, we know that is not the case. If we're going to raise kids that have the greatest opportunity to excel, in their health, in their mind, in their well-being, then it's going to require us to really step it up, day after day, meal after meal. We're gonna have to put out some serious effort to make sure these kids get what they need to thrive in life. In one setting of example would be our personal lifestyle, how we eat, preparation of foods, taking time to train our children to let them know how to put whole food, real meals together, and especially ones that taste reasonable, taste delicious. Uh, Thankfully, my wife is exceptional at making this happen. Putting real food, but making that real food taste awesome. And so hopefully we'll get some recipes from her, get her chatting on here a little bit about how to do those kind of things. But in the meantime, uh, most of us know what a real food is, and we know, did this taste reasonable or did it not? If it tastes gross, if you can't stand it, then making your kids eat it's probably not going to work very well either, right? So we want to teach ourselves, teach our children, how to navigate. So if we're not around directly feeding them, that they still can get nourishment in their body. Get to grade school, get to high school, out of high school, friend's house. They understand what it is to nourish their tissues, because food really is the foundation. But even for the best of us, myself included, we definitely give our kids a lot of real food over and over again. But there's obstacles that get in the way. There's crazy active lifestyles, going here, going there, work. Sometimes both parents are working, and then there's just the pickiness that can be beyond measure sometimes, right? And in many cases, there's also just the lack of nutrition in these otherwise supposedly nutrient dense foods, because of 100 years ago that food would have been awesome, loads of vitamin C, loads of vitamin A, all these minerals, zinc, all this kind of stuff. But now that same food substance, literally those vegetables, are magnitudes of times less in vitamins and minerals now than they were those 100 years ago. And a lot of that's from soil depletion and transport of these foods. So this is why I give my girls literally the Multivitamin Complete every day, twice, usually two. As this basically just completes the cycle. That's why I call it the Multivitamin Complete, because it just completes the cycle, completes the circle for my girls who do eat whole foods essentially nonstop and have very minimal to no processed foods. And they are super active. And I'm trying to build up their minds, make sure that their minds, their brains have all the nourishment they need to make all those connections so they can learn with great efficiency and just be nourished girls. So like I said, my girls, they'll take like 2 tablets a day of the Multivitamin Complete, and those are nice chewables. Unless we're traveling a lot, or we've been around sick people, or there's some sick people that came over our house, then often they'll take 3 or 4 of them for a week or so, or 2 weeks. Or even starting school co-op, gonna be around all these other kids for a bit each week. Then we'll up the ante, especially the first 2 weeks. They're back into meeting in a indoor place with other children. So there's so many things to consider when raising little kids, little game changers, little world changers, little champions. These nuggets, these just pieces of gold. Kids are so awesome, aren't they? I'm just so grateful that between this real food, and then being able to just give my kiddos the Multivitamin Complete, that basically my kids, they're set up for massive nutritional success. Like, it's gonna be hard for them not to succeed based on nourishment, or nutrients, because between the Multivitamin Complete and then just giving them real food, my kids are set up, and your kids can be set up too. It's no big deal. It doesn't take anything. Almost every kid that chews these babies up, loves them, and asks for them. In fact, there was a time like maybe about 2 months ago where we could not get one of the nutrients. It was really hard to get one of the nutrients because of all the stuff going on in the world. And so we were actually out at my house for a few weeks, and my kids were like, "Where is my multivitamin? Where are those at, Dad?" So I know so many of you guys use it, the Multivitamin Complete. I love to hear your experience with your kiddos. Super fun when we get emails and messages about how your kids like them, how your kids are doing better, how your kids are enjoying them. And man, send them our way. So I'm Dr. Matt. Hope this is helpful. Whole foods nourishment coupled with an exceptional multivitamin. Man, nourish those kiddos.